That's why I love the moon. Every night it's there for you. It's constant. Unlike these human beings who lie about what it seems to be.
What is good, my galactic gang, my galactic goons? Don't tell me the sky's the limit when there's footprints on the moon. It's the one and only Mars Mahoney. First time doing a face cam, man. I'm ugly as shit. My hair, like, I'm growing my hair out, right? So it's a little bit too long to do anything with, but it's also too short to do anything with, if that makes any sense. So I'm just slapping a bandana on to hide my fat ass forehead and to also make my hair look at least a little bit half bit decent. But the Cleveland Browns, my league, man, that I did. I had Trae Young, a lot of young people, KCP, Jabari Parker, DeAndre Ayton. We had a really good squad. Went to go start that my league up, and of course, for some reason, it was failing to load and acting glitchy. So I closed the 2K app, restarted it back up, and it's corrupted file. So I had to delete the Browns MyGM. So Browns My League, not a MyGM. So we're gonna be starting a new MyGM in 2K18, and I'm really looking forward to this. I honestly did this face cam live reaction. I recorded this face cam while I was playing, my reactions to what was going on, but for some reason it didn't record. It only recorded the gameplay. I don't know what I did wrong, but so we're gonna have to do a post commentary face cam, and I'm gonna be doing a face cam all throughout this series. But after this episode, they should all be live face cams. So, Cleveland Cavaliers, obviously my favorite team. I got a Cleveland Indian shirt on. Cleveland everything, man. Cleveland Browns, even though they suck, I still support. That's how you know I'm a loyal person, man. If you're a Cleveland Browns fan, you gotta be a loyal person. But, huge Cleveland Cavs fan. But I feel like being the MyGM of the Cleveland Cavs would be a little bit too easy. You know, we got LeBron James, Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance, Rodney Hood if we can re-sign him. A lot of good players. Kevin Love. The only thing that I would have to struggle with is their player budget, because they are really struggling with cap space for the Cleveland Cavs. But we're going to be going ahead and taking control of my second favorite team in the Eastern Conference, the Brooklyn Nets. Now, I was a huge New Jersey Nets fan back when they had Jason Kidd, Vince Carter, and Richard Jefferson. Just some absolute beast trio right there. Jason Kidd, one of my favorite point guards. Vince Carter, Vinsanity. Like, how can you not like Vince Carter? One of the best dunkers, if not the best dunker of all time. And when I was 10 years old, the first rec league basketball team, or not even 10, I don't know how old I was, but the first rec league basketball team I was ever on was the Nets. So I started watching them, and they became my second favorite team behind the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I just haven't kept up with them as much as I should. But, yeah, man, they're basically rebuilding. We got this man, D'Angelo Russ, huge Ohio State fan. So, we're going to build the team around D'Angelo Russell. We also have Spencer Dinwiddie, a great young... We just got a lot of good young players, man. This team, I'm crafting this team into an absolute youth movement god squad, okay? We got D'Angelo Russell out of Ohio State, 82 overall, 21 years old. Spencer Dinwiddie is 24. Good potential and a good overall, 79. Good backup for D'Angelo Russell. Jeremy Lin's 28, getting paid $12 million. We're gonna look to dish him. Alan Crabb gonna look to dish him as well, $19 million a year. And plus, I want to bring in Caris LeVert to play more minutes so we can get that potential up, because he has a B potential. Possibly gonna hit him with that untapped potential in the off season and get him up to a B plus. Joe Harris, knockdown shooter, you know, sharpshooter, C plus potential. But I like Joe Harris, man. I like Joe Harris. He's a pretty good player. Nick Stauskas, even though he's a Michigan man, another sharpshooter. Doyle's out the G League. Don't really know much about him. I don't know about his potential. But Rondé Hollis Jefferson needs to work on his three-pointer, but he has a B-plus potential, I'm pretty sure. Reminds me of like a Michael Kidd-Gilchrist type of player. But needs to work on his three-pointer, and he'll be absolutely great. DeMar Carroll looking to trade him as well. $15 million a year, and he's a little bit older. I'm trying to literally have all young people. Mozgov, get him out of here, man. Get him out of here. Oh my. But Jarrett Allen, I like Jarrett Allen a lot. Just watched the game with the Brooklyn Nets and the Chicago Bulls. And Jared Allen baptized this man, Lauri Markkanen, and then literally dunked all over him. And a couple plays later, Lauri Markkanen got a steal, went up, tried to literally baptize Jared Allen, but Jared Allen luckily got a foul because Lauri Markkanen, however you pronounce his name, did a one-hand tomahawk, cock back, tried to literally get some revenge on Jared Allen. But Jared Allen, I like him a lot. 19 years old, 6'11" center, has good potential, good inside and a good rebounder, good defender. Jahlil Okafor, 21 years old, a bust in my opinion. He's only 21, so he's got some time. But I give him 2 to 3 more years if he doesn't progress as a player and show that he's, what his potential should be, then yeah, or at least make some progress towards his potential. You can hit your potential like 25, hit your peak, and still have a good career. But he needs to at least start progressing. I need to start seeing something out of this man, Jahlil Okafor. But the only thing about it in this game is this man, Jahlil, asked for way too much money. You're going to see later on, he wants a contract extension. I go into contract extension for Jahlil Okafor, and he's asking for a 2-year, $32 million deal. That's $16 million a year for him to be not that good. So, yeah, I don't really know about that. But besides that, we got to skip the whole first season. One, I've already played a MyGM before. If you've played a MyGM or even watched a MyGM on YouTube, you know that the cutscene and the storyline is basically exactly the same. Like, you can either, there's literally like 3 options, I'm pretty sure, right? Well, I don't know completely because I haven't researched it, but I know Bob Sanderson is going to buy the team, so it's going to change ownership. That automatically happens. There's nothing you can do about it. And then towards the end of the season, you can either make a decision to get your old owner back, or you can stay with Bob Sanderson. And then if you stay with Bob Sanderson, you can potentially relocate to Seattle, which is what I did in my other MyGM. But the only thing is, I don't know if you can get your old owner back, the original owner, and potentially move to Seattle. But I don't know if that's an option. But basically, it's just the same thing, man. And then he hires his son as the assistant GM, and a whole bunch of drama happens. He's a daddy's boy who does stuff behind your back, etc., etc. And it's just annoying, man. He's gonna end up making a trade for you as well, and that trade really kind of irked me in this episode, man. The trade really irked me because we're simulating this video is basically gonna be the whole entire first season. I'm just simulating through it, showing you guys what moves I made, and we're trying to get into the next season and start this youth development, especially because the first season is a different draft class. Mirko Petrovic, I want to get the boy Trae Young in there, Marvin Bagley, DeAndre Ayton, and all of them, and do actual players. But we're going to go ahead and fire our trainer and our head scout because we got a really young team, man. We need a good head scout that can get us good prospects out of the draft and people with good potential. So we're going to go ahead and sign this man. What is his name? Monty Clayton, I think it is. Yeah, Monty Clayton. He can report back on people quickly who have low potential, and he has 2 extra scouting reports per scouting period, 2 extra prospects. So a great pickup in my opinion as our head scout. And then we're going to go ahead and pick up the best trainer in the game, Jimmy Lynch. You need a good trainer if you want to progress your players. We have a lot of young people, man. D'Angelo Russell, Caris LeVert, Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, Jared Allen. Need I go on? Spencer Dinwiddie. We just have a lot of people under the age of 25 who have high potential. So we need a good trainer in order to get them to their potential as quick as possible, and so that they don't get progressive fatigue and get injured from intense training sessions. But Jimmy Lynch, we're just gonna give him whatever he wants, man. We just want him to sign $330K, 330 Akron area code right there. That's good luck, man. That's good luck. 330 Akron area code. If you guys didn't know, I used to be the Akron astronaut. I am now Mars Mahoney, but I'm just out of Akron, Ohio, man. I'm proud of being out of Akron, Ohio, home of LeBron James. So head coach Kenny Atkinson. We're gonna see how he does this year, but potentially looking to fill that position in the future if he doesn't really, meet my expectations. But, of course, if you guys have ever done a My League or a MyGM, this is huge, man. This is absolutely huge. Going into the player training and either doing this yourself or uploading from the file share, whatever you want to call this, training profile picker, it says in the top left. If you go ahead and do this, it will craft the player into what you think he should be a little bit better and a little bit faster. So I'm going to go ahead and give Quincy Acy Supreme Stretch Big since he can shoot the 3-ball and he's a little bit undersized for a power forward. So being a stretch big would be a little bit better for him. Jeremy Lin, we're looking to trade, so I'm not going to do him. The Webb guy, Webb the third, is in the G League, so he doesn't really matter too much. But I'm basically just doing every single player. Every single player. We're going to hit this man, D'Angelo Russell, with the Hall of Fame point guard. He needs to work on his 3-point shot, and he needs to work on his defense. And D'Angelo Russell should be an absolute beast. Nick Stauskas is a 3-point shooter, so we're going to hit him with that elite scorer. And then Joe Harris needs to work on his defense, so I'm going to hit him with that. Am I hitting him with the perimeter shooter or premier shooter? I'm hitting him with the lead shooting guard. Okay, I don't remember doing that. Hollis Jefferson needs to work on his 3-pointer as well. We're going to hit him with all NBA small forward. Damari Carroll, doesn't really matter. He's getting old, and we're looking to trade him. And then Hall of Fame point guard, of course, for D'Angelo Russell. We want to see that man become a Hall of Fame point guard. We want to see this man stay with the Nets his entire career and become a Hall of Fame point guard. Sometimes the training profile that you put on him will make their workload very high, and you kind of want to put that down to high, because if it's very high, he's going to get overworked, get tired, not gain attributes as often, and he's also going to have a higher chance at performing worse in games and getting injured. So you might as well just put it down to high. It can still be, like, it can say overall workload very high, but it shouldn't be very high, very high. It should at least say high, very high, to take the sluggishness, that's a hard word to say, out of it. But as you can see, we're trying to trade Jeremy Lin. We are short on power forwards, man. DeAndre Jordan they were trying to give us, but we have Jarrett Allen. And DeAndre Jordan is getting paid a little bit too much. I'm not trying. If I was gonna bring in somebody who's that good, and getting paid that much, I would want them to be extremely young. Extremely young. Julius Randle, another good power forward. We only have Quincy Acy at the power forward position, so I was looking to get another power forward or a center. Dario Saric would have been amazing, but this man Bobby Portis can shoot the 3-ball, 6'11" out of Arkansas, 22 years old, good potential, good rebounder, good post defense. We could really craft him into something amazing. He needs to get his basketball IQ up and his defense, and he would be amazing. But we're going to shed that salary from Jeremy Lin. We have to give them a second-round pick of 2021, which I'm fine with. But we fill our starting power forward position now. Quincy Acy will be coming off the bench. And now we have Bobby Portis, who is a pretty decent stretch big young guy with good potential, 80 overall, as you can see. So we are looking good. I do not want Mozgov starting. So we're going to switch him for Jarrett Allen and have Jarrett Allen start, because he's 19 years old, first of all, and he has good potential. So I'm trying to give him some minutes. Going to switch the bench depth to 10 people so that we can get another center in there, because we're lacking on the center minutes. And I'm going to put Mozgov's minutes all the way down because we're looking to trade him anyway. And I want to get these young guys. It's the youth movement in Brooklyn, man. It's the youth movement. I'm trying to get this man Jahlil Okafor and Jarrett Allen more minutes so that they can progress as players, even though Jahlil Okafor probably won't be staying on the team because his contract extension says he wants $16 million a year, which is not going to happen, man. Not going to happen. Not going to happen whatsoever. There's no way. There's absolutely no way that I'm paying this man $16 million a year to be a potential bust. No way. Joe Harris, gonna put his minutes down to 15. Alan Crabb, I don't really want getting too many minutes because I'm gonna be trading him. So we're just gonna put his minutes down, put Quincy Acy, give him some minutes so that we can evenly distribute the minutes throughout each position, so that we're not lacking. You know, we don't ever have a small forward or a power forward that shouldn't, like Quincy Acy should never be at center. You know what I mean? We shouldn't have that happening. We're going to go ahead and offer a contract extension to the man Nick Stauskas, the Michigan man. He only wants a 1 year $2.18 million deal, but I want to tie him down for a little bit longer. You know what I mean? If his potential goes up, and he wants more money because of how good he's getting, I don't want it to be after 1 year and now all of a sudden he wants 10 million. You know what I mean? So we're going to tie him down for a longer period of time. Was looking for a trade for Alan Crabb, couldn't find one, but then all of a sudden on my screen just pops up Alan Crabb for Noah Vonleh. And I was like, Noah Vonleh's 22, 6'9" power forward. We could get Quincy Acey out of there, out of the rotation, and get another young guy in there who's 6'9", 22 years old, out of Indiana, 75 overall, decent potential, good rebounder, basically an inside kind of guy. And we're basically gonna get him, the man Noah Vonleh, and shed that $20 million salary that Alan Crabb had, which is just absolutely fantastic. All right, so we're going to go in, change the starting lineup, the rotations just a little bit. Quincy Acey can go out of the starting lineup. Noah Vonleh is a higher overall anyway, and he's younger. Can't shoot the three ball like Quincy Acey, but it's okay. Jahlil Okafor, as I said, wanted $16 million a year, so I go to see what I can get for him. And look at this, man. Look at this. We get Willie Cauley-Stein, 78 overall, 7-foot center, 24 years old, man. 24 years old on a 2-year deal, 3.7 mil, which is less than Jahlil Okafor. So that's absolutely perfect. We got to give up Dante Cunningham, and we get Vince Carter for a 1-year deal. He's probably going to retire, or at least potentially retire. So I'm not mad at it, man. I'm not mad at it. The salary is basically pretty even, and we're getting Willie Cauley-Stein, who's getting paid less money. Definitely not $16 million a year. And he has a good potential. If not, and he's better than Jahlil Okafor already. He's already better than Jahlil Okafor. We can hit him with that untapped potential and really turn him into a beast. So I really like that trade. Really, really like that trade. And then we got Timothy Mozgov trying to get him out. We have Jarrett Allen and Willie Cauley-Stein now. So I'm not worried about Timothy Mozgov whatsoever. We can get him out of here. Definitely get him out of here. And we're basically just shedding cap space. $15 million a year. We got to give up James Webb, who's a G League player. But I'm not worried about that. We get Isaiah Taylor and some other scrub who is only getting paid $790,000 a year. So not mad at that at all. We just shed $15 million in contract salary cap. And then, of course, the assistant GM, Andrew Sanderson, Bob Sanderson's son, who he so happily hired as the assistant GM, his own son, goes and makes a trade behind my back. Richaun Holmes. Okay, we get Richaun Holmes, who is a center from the 76ers. I was wondering, who did he trade him for? You know, maybe he traded one of the people on our teams that's not that good. Nah, bro. Traded Jarrett Allen. I don't even know what to say. Don't even know what to say. Traded Jarrett Allen for Richaun Holmes. Now, I think when they do this trade, it honestly makes Richaun Holmes a higher potential than he actually is. I really like Jarrett Allen, though. Like Jarrett Allen in real life and in the game. So I'm kind of upset that they did this trade because I would like Jarrett Allen to stay on the Brooklyn Nets. Let me know, you guys, if you would like me to just switch the players, man. Switch the players back onto their respective teams, or if you would like me to just run with it. But I kind of like Jarrett Allen, man. 19 years old too. But it says Richaun Holmes is 77 overall, 24 out of Bowling Green. And he has a B+ potential, only getting paid $1 million a year. But this man, Jarrett Allen, had a rookie contract still. He was only 19, so he was tied down for 4 years. So I don't understand why they had to do that to me. But Russell Westbrook gets MVP. After the trade deadline, it's easy to get through the rest of the season because they don't want you to... There's less cutscenes about you getting draft picks and stuff like that. But we're at the end of the season. End of season 1, finally. We don't have our pick. It's with the Cleveland Cavaliers, so we did terrible, but we're not going to be able to draft anybody. Russell Westbrook was 0.1 assists shy of averaging a triple-double. He ended up getting MVP, Ben Simmons Rookie of the Year, which is I think might happen in real life. Him or Donovan Mitchell, they've both been balling. DeAndre Jordan gets Defensive Player of the Year. Chris Dunn, Most Improved. Coach of the Year goes to D'Antoni, man. They went 70-12. The Houston Rockets went 70-12. They're really good, man. They're really good this year. I think they really have a great chance of beating the Golden State Warriors. Like, really good chance of beating the Golden State Warriors. We don't get anybody in any of the All-NBA first, second, or third teams or defensive teams, I'm pretty sure. Nobody in those categories, which kind of sucks, man. Kind of sucks, but it's all good because we're turning this team into a youth movement god squad. Just wait, man. Just wait. I'm going to go and show you guys the conference standings real quick. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers, my hometown Cleveland Cavaliers, somehow going 47-35, 6 games behind the Toronto Raptors, who finished first in the Eastern Conference, 1 game ahead of the 76ers and the Celtics. And yeah, man, yeah, crazy. Indiana Pacers, Hawks, Bulls, Miami Heat. Miami Heat had a terrible record, and the Hornets. I don't know if they were riddled with injuries or something, but I don't see the Hornets going 24-58. I've been watching a lot of basketball lately, and the Hornets have been playing good basketball, man. Kemba Walker's been playing great. Frank the Tank Kaminsky's been playing absolutely phenomenal. And Dwight Howard is playing phenomenal too. Chris Bosh made a statement about Dwight Howard and said that he's so talented that he has the talent that all he has to do is push himself and he can bring the Charlotte Hornets to the playoffs. I think they're like 2 games behind the 8th seed, but Chris Bosh, somebody like Chris Bosh, who is an amazing power forward, saying that about Dwight Howard, which I agree with. Dwight Howard has a lot of potential. He just sometimes feels like he's lazy and doesn't really want to play. But I thought that Dwight Howard was going to be like our generation's Shaq. I'm not saying just as good as Shaq, but I'm saying like he was going to be a beast center. He's 7 foot, huge wingspan, really muscular. So I thought that he was going to be like a Shaq kind of guy who just down low made a statement, but ended up being a little bit soft, man. We're going to go to the player stats for our team. D'Angelo Russell leading the team in points, 18 a game. I want to see him in the 20-plus points per game, averaging 7 assists, which is not bad. I like that a lot. 1.5 steals, not bad. And only 2 turnovers. Which is the most on the team, but he is the point guard handling the rock and scoring the most points, so he's going to have more turnovers than everybody else. Bobby Portis comes in second, 13.1 points a game. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, 11. Got a lot of people in the 10s. I would like to see Caris LeVert in those 10s because he's going to be a huge contributor to our team if he's going to be starting at that shooting guard position. But, yeah, man, we look absolutely amazing. In terms of youth. Like, we have a lot of potential on this team. The Cavaliers end up 4-1-ing everybody that they play for, owing the Bucks, going up against the Rockets in the finals and losing in 7 games. Chris Paul gets finals MVP. Chris Paul finally gets his ring, man. Well-deserved ring for Chris Paul, and he gets finals MVP. So good for him, man. Almost averaging a double-double, 9.5 assists, 2 steals, 19 points a game. James Harden went off for 35, 3, and 5 in Game 7. LeBron 27, 5, and 9, doing LeBron-like things. Larry Nance Jr. playing great, 22 and 10. J.R. Smith, 18 points. Kevin Love, 16, 7, and 4. George Hill and Rodney Hood. And T-Top, of course. T-Top chokes. Of course, T-Top 7-7-2. He's a bum, man. He's a bum. Getting paid way too much. But they basically lost because of 3-pointers, man. Shot 22% from downtown. The Rockets shot 45%. That was the downfall of the Cleveland Cavaliers in Game 7. So, and honestly, in real life, that's what I feel like it would be. People on the Cavs wouldn't be hitting from downtown, and the Rockets would just be raining down threes, and we would end up losing a close game because of that. But, yeah, man, we're going to go ahead and review the budget for next year. We're going to try and put it in the payroll because we're trying to make some big free agent signings, man. We're trying to make some huge free agent signings. We've shed so much cap space. We've literally Alan Crabb, Timothy Mozgov, Jeremy Lin. Who else did we trade? Jahlil Okafor wasn't really shedding a whole bunch, but Jahlil Okafor, and we're going to try and get DeMarre Carroll out of there pretty soon. But we're trying to put that in the payroll, and we gotta leave team operations at least a little bit of money in team operations because that affects team morale and also affects people wanting to come to your team in free agency. Vince Carter is going to retire as a net, which is pretty cool to see. Dirk Nowitzki retiring, Jason Terry, Manu Ginobili, Paul Gasol, whole bunch of people retiring. Did I see Dwayne Wade? Dwayne Wade retiring at 36. Okay. Dwayne Wade retiring at 36. His knees done gave out, man. His knees done gave out. He can't do it anymore. I can't wait till I can do the live commentaries, man. It's so much easier than me sitting here and just commentating over it. It's been like 50 minutes, man. This is like a 50-minute live commentary of me talking. My voice is a little bit parched. And let me drink some coffee real quick. Absolutely ridiculous, man. I wish the live reaction would have stayed for the webcam, but that is the cutscene where you talk to the former owner or your original owner, and based on what you say to him, the ownership will either transfer back to him or stay with Bob Sanderson. If you decline, it obviously stays with Bob. If you accept, it transfers back to the original owner. So just a little tip if you guys are playing in MyGM. Jersey retirement, of course, the man Dirk Nowitzki, Manu Ginobili, and Dwayne Wade all getting their jerseys retired. Well deserved for every single one of them, man. Manu Ginobili, the European lefty. Dirk Nowitzki, absolute beast mode, man. Dirk Nowitzki is an absolute savage. And then we're just going to go ahead and skip to the draft. The Cavaliers are getting the 9th pick from us, which I kind of wish we tanked a little bit more to give them a better pick, but it's whatever, man. It's whatever. Hopefully in real life, the Nets end up a top 3, top 5 pick, and we'll look nice, man. The Cleveland Cavs will look nice in terms of youth with Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance, Rodney Hood, potentially Rodney Hood. I think we need to re-sign him, but we're going to go ahead and fire Kenny Atkinson as well. Hired this man, David Fizdale, great head coach. I think it's a great move for us, and now our staff looks absolutely amazing, other than our CFO, Logan Mills. But it's whatever, man. He's just a CFO. We're signing this man, Patrick Ward, in the NBA draft with the 27th pick. He has a B potential, 6'11" center out of Kansas. So why not, man? Why not? Why not sign him and try and see if we can craft him into something? We also got another guy in the second round, but we don't want him. Team options, we're going to go ahead and give Spencer Dinwiddie, Caris LeVert, Richaun Holmes, and Isaiah Whitehead. We're going to accept all of their offers, bring them back, man. Look at the youth. Oh my God, man. Look at the youth on our team. Isaiah Taylor has a B- potential. He's 76 overall, which isn't bad out of Seton Hall. But we already have too many point guards. You know what I mean? We have too many point guards, so we're going to go ahead and let Isaiah Taylor go. And then as you can see, Kevin Durant declined his player option. And we have just taken a quick look at what our roster looks like to see what moves we need to make in free agency. We have D-Russ, Dinwiddie, Isaiah Whitehead, and then we're renouncing the rights to Isaiah Taylor and Maggette. But at shooting guard, we have Joe Harris, Nick Stauskas, Caris LeVert, Doyle, who we're also going to renounce the rights to because he's only 63 overall at 24 years of age. Doesn't look like he's going to get too much better. Not really showing potential. So we might as well get rid of him. Rondé Hollis Jefferson, DeMaury Carroll, who's going to leave the team. Power forward, we're a little bit lacking, you know. We have Bobby Portis, which and Noah Vonleh, but we're going to send him a qualifying offer. He probably won't accept it. Honestly, I don't even know. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. But Kevin Durant is a free agent. Paul George is who I was looking at, man. Paul George is an unrestricted free agent, man. 28 years old, so he has not hit 30 yet. Looking like a great player. Zach LaVine was restricted, or else I would have tried to potentially sign him. Chris Bosh, they need to take out the game, man. I don't understand. I don't understand why they keep Chris Bosh in the game. He's not in there in real life. Dude has heart problems. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, once he is back, and if he does come back, then put him back in the game. But for now, don't make him a free agent so that anybody can just pick him up and have an 84 overall. You act like this man's going to come back from having heart problems and be 84 overall? Come on now, bro. Get real. Get real. But looking at all of the options that we have in free agency, and basically the one person that I really can see fitting well with our squad, man, is the man, Paul George. Paul George, man, 28 years old. He's getting up there in age, but he still has his best years ahead of him, you know. He is a superstar, man. I don't know. He's an all-star. He's an all-star. Plays great defense. Every time he goes up against LeBron, he plays great defense against LeBron. So we're going to go ahead and do Paul George. and just throw the kitchen sink at this man. Throw the kitchen sink. He wants a 4-year, $127 million deal. As you can see, player interest, his money security is all the way up. Loyalty is kind of low, which is kind of annoying. But we're gonna throw the kitchen sink at him, man. Give him a max contract as much as we can possibly do. We freed all that cap space for a reason. We have a lot of young guys who can come in off the bench or start, man. Caris LeVert at shooting guard, you know, I'm fine with Caris LeVert starting at shooting guard and getting some well-needed experience. I'm also fine with Bobby Porter starting at power forward. I'm fine with Willie Cauley-Stein starting at center. We basically have, I'd be fine with Rondae Hollis-Jefferson starting at small forward. So, I mean, we might as well. I'm sending an offer to Jared Sullinger. I said Jared Collinson. What am I talking about? Sending an offer to Jared Sullinger, another Ohio State boy, man. And we're sending an offer to Allen Williams, a power forward who played for the Phoenix Suns. We're obviously sending him an offer. He doesn't play for the Phoenix Suns anymore because he's a free agent. But Jared Sullinger, another Ohio State boy, so him and D'Angelo Russell should mesh pretty well. We do have Willie Cauley-Stein and Richaun Holmes. They're both probably going to be playing. As you can see, we're agreeing to all three offers. We get Paul George, Jared Sullinger, and Allen Williams. Paul George accepts the offer that we made him, and now look at the squad, man. Just look at it. I have to see how much time is left in this video. So we got 6 minutes left. 6 minutes left in this video. Look at this squad, bro. Just look at it. We got Willie Cauley-Stein, Patrick Ward, who I forgot that we had, honestly. But D'Angelo Russell, man. Spencer Dinwiddie, Isaiah Whitehead at the point guard position. All great point guards. All of them. Great point guard. Shooting guard, we got Caris LeVert and Nick Stauskas. We do need to sign another small forward, so I'm going to go ahead and sign Jakar Sampson out of St. Vincent St. Mary High School. Same high school that LeBron James went to. I actually went to the rival school of St. Vincent St. Mary. So St. Vincent St. Mary and another school called Hoban High School are huge rivals. Like every year it's called like I forget what it was called, but what was it called, man? Oh, I forget what it was called, but every year when we faced off in football or basketball, huge rivalry, like people come out, LeBron James would come to the games and stuff. I would be literally sitting in the stands cheering and stuff, and LeBron would be there cheering on his former high school team. But I went to the rival school of Jakar Sampson and LeBron James. So we're gonna sign Jakar, man. He's a good defender, can score inside every once in a while, but here is the starting lineup. Not the starting lineup. Here's our roster. Player progression. D'Angelo Russell went up 5 overalls to an 87. Three-pointer went up to a B+. This man, my hair probably is messed up now. I can't put my hands on my head. Can't touch it. But this man is turning into a savage. He's already 87 overall. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson got that three-pointer up to a D-. Does that say D or a D-? I can't see. I'm legally blind. Spencer Dinwiddie goes up 2 overalls to an 81. Three-pointer is a B+. Just look at all the progression. Willie Cauley-Stein up 3 overalls. Caris LeVert up 3 overalls. Richaun Holmes up 3 overalls. Every single person on our team, besides Damari Carroll, who we are trading, is under the age of 28. Paul George is the oldest person on our team at 28 years old. How crazy is that? Allen Williams going up 2 overalls to a 77. He needs to work on his inside game, and he'll be nice. His rebounding is amazing. He just needs to work on his inside game. Nick Stauskas up 3 overalls. Isaiah Whitehead up 4 overalls. Jesus God, man. We're just out here balling. The youth movement is real. I am so, I've never been more excited to play a MyGM series ever in my life. This team is young and has so much potential. We are going to be absolute beasts. This team is going to... I'm turning the Brooklyn Nets into a dynasty. The youth squad, the youth movement dynasty. We're about to be absolutely amazing. I'm downloading the draft class. Professor 2K. I downloaded that D-Moore dude. The D-Moore dude, I downloaded his draft class, and he has himself. It's either oh yes ENT or it's D-Moore. I forget which one it is. But I downloaded one of those, bro, and they have some dude named Ulysses Torres. And I was like, I don't know this guy. So I Googled it, And it's not even a person, it's himself. He literally put himself, and he was like really good. So I was like, I'm not downloading that anymore. David Fizdale wants us to send Jared Sullinger, Jesus. I've been talking for like 50 minutes, so I'm sorry. But wants us to send him to a rebounding camp. I go ahead and do it, trying to get David Fizdale's trust in us up. Look at all the A's. Look at all the A potentials. Richwan Holmes up to an A- potential. I'm guessing it's because we signed David Fizdale and a new staff who are absolutely amazing, and they're bringing out the potential of these guys. Allen Williams we're hitting with untapped potential as well. Jakar Sampson is up to a B+ potential. We're gonna hit this man. Are we hitting another? Are we hitting another? Did I do it again? Isaiah Whitehead, we're gonna hit him with untapped potential. I think I hit Patrick Ward. I didn't know Jared Sullinger had an A- potential. That's crazy. But we're going to hit Patrick Ward with an untapped potential. It stays at an A-, which means he's going to be like an 88 overall once he gets to his potential. We're hitting this man perimeter shooting camp for D'Angelo Russell. And then we're going to hit... My phone just vibrated. If you guys could hear that, I apologize. And then we're hitting Rondae Hollis-Jefferson with perimeter shooting as well. And then here's the trade. Damari Carroll for Solomon Hill. Solomon Hill is 27 years old. Getting paid a little bit less than Damari Carroll, but we're making our team younger, and Solomon Hill is a pretty good defender, man. I'm pretty sure he can shoot the 3-ball as well. But the reason why I wanted to do this is because we're getting a first-round pick from the Pelicans for 2021 or 2020, I think it is. It is lottery protected, which the Pelicans are pretty good, but I honestly just want that. If I make trades in the future, I can use that pick to kind of gain leverage with other people that I make trades with. So here's our starting lineup, man. D'Angelo Russell, Caris LeVert, Paul George, Bobby Portis, Willie Cauley-Stein. Not one person in the starting lineup is below an 80 after one season. Your boy is the best GM of all time. I'm the best GM of all time. I can't wait to get some game time with this squad, man. Can't wait to get some game time with this squad. Bobby Portis, just look at the bench. The bench is just, I just don't even know what to say, y'all. I'm an amazing GM. Like, the Browns need to make me their GM because I could turn that franchise around in a second. But man, this team, I'm excited. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the face cam. First time me showing my ugly ass face. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I cracked your computer screen or your iPhone screen. Alright guys, so that's going to be the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, man. I really hope you guys enjoyed because I'm looking forward to playing with this squad. We got a God squad, man. We got a youth movement God squad. But as always, make sure you leave a thumbs up, like the video. I would greatly appreciate it if you want to see more out of this series. And make sure, if you haven't already, consider subscribing and joining the family, the Galactic Gang, the Galactic Goons. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Fantastic rest of your day. Like, go do something productive. Make the best out of your day. Stay fly. One love. Peace.